Hello, welcome back to my channel Crochet World. In this video you're gonna try together to make the crossbody bag, and we see this pattern is so nice and beautiful. For that we need a macrame polyester thread. Here I don't have it anymore because I need the 3mm one, so I have a smaller one. So what I have for solution, like I fold them in four, so I'm gonna use that, and you will see you're gonna have a nice result for that. So you can work with anything you have, just make a little bit of changing and it's gonna be okay. These I'm gonna use them to mark my stitches for the round shape. And now we have to start. Like I said, 3mm 100% thread and 3.5 to 4mm hook. Now for starting, let's go, and we need to chain 60. So go there and I will meet you. Now I finished my 60 chains. I'm gonna add another chain and then skip one, go to the other one to make my first double crochet. And then I need to continue one double crochet on each chain until the end. So go finish all the 60 or 59 double crochets. Now I finished 59 double crochets on my chain. For the last one, number 60, I'm gonna open a little bit this last chain. It's gonna be a little bit tight, so you need to manage yourself to make in there 4 double crochet to start our round shape. And what I'm gonna make here, make the first double crochet and you put your mark, so you can know later on in the work where to increase and where to decrease. So I have 1 double crochet, I come back to the same chain, I make my second double crochet, like I said, in the same space we make 4 double crochet, and it's gonna be a little bit tight because the type of the thread and small space, but you can do it. So that's my 4th one, and I put the mark in this last stitch for later on. So now I have my 4 double crochet in the same chain for the round shape, and from there I go back to make double crochets all the way. So 1 double crochet in each stitch. So go ahead and I will meet you. Now I finished. These are my last 2, I think. Let's finish them together. My second one, and we finished them. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna chain 1, turn your work, the first one you make 1 simple crochet, and then we're gonna start working from the exterior of this stitch. I'm gonna show you from this exterior. You make first an unfinished simple crochet and then an unfinished double crochet. So you're gonna have 1 2 3 loops in your hook, and you pull through all of them at one time, and then in the next stitch you make slip stitch. I will do it again for you, and like I said, yeah, just to have this pattern. So we work from the exterior of the stitch. You start with an unfinished simple crochet, and then you put back your hook in the same space to make an unfinished double crochet, and then you pull through your hook, and then in the next chain you make a slip stitch. So that's gonna be the pattern for all the line, and go ahead and make it for all the line until you reach the mark for the first. And unfinished double crochet, pull through all of them, and then in the next stitch, always from the exterior, make a slip stitch. So that's the pattern, and you go all the way until you reach the mark. Go ahead and I will meet you there. Now I finished. This is the pattern. This gonna what we need to look like, and I reached the first mark. This first mark where I'm gonna do the increasing. To increase, I'm gonna do like the same, and unfinished simple crochet, and unfinished half crochet, double crochet, sorry, in the same stitch always. So I'm gonna do it again for the increasing from the exterior, and unfinished simple crochet, and unfinished double crochet, pull all your yarn through all of the loops, and in the same stitch you make your slip stitch. And you're gonna do this for these 4 chains. So we made the first one. Now the next second one, you make the same pattern, and the slip stitch is gonna be in the same chain. Put it in the same chain and make your slip stitch, just to make the increase. So you need to do it until you reach the yellow mark. And then you continue like usual. Now I did my increase. I have 4 of them, like you see, 4 small rounds where I made the unfinished simple crochet, unfinished half crochet, and the slip stitch in the same stitch. And then I put back my mark, and I go back to the old pattern of an unfinished simple crochet, and an unfinished double crochet in the same chain, pull through, and then in the next stitch I'm gonna make my slip stitch, and I'm gonna go all the way along until the end of the row. So go and I will meet you there. Now I finished. I have two last ones to do with you. So I need to finish them always from the exterior. One and unfinished simple crochet and unfinished half crochet, pull through all, and then in the last stitch make your slip stitch. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna chain one, turn your work, and then from there for the first chain we're gonna start with a simple crochet, the first one, and then I'm gonna start my double crochets. Now I'm gonna make in the each stitch I'm gonna make a double crochet, but from the exterior like we did in the previous row. I would go from the exterior there, and I will take the stitch from the previous row too. So I will show you how to do it. You put this is my chain. I just want to show you my first chain. I take it from the exterior and then I take the stitch from the exterior from the previous row, like you see it here. So I need to have two loops to go through, and then I make my double crochet. I'm gonna do it again. Take the exterior of your stitch, just like that, and then you take to the exterior of the chain of the previous row and you pull through your yarn and make your double crochet. So this is gonna be the pattern, this stitch and the exterior of the previous one. You take them together and you pull through your yarn. So go ahead. Now I finished this row all along, and this is what it's gonna look like. Now I arrived to the mark. What I'm gonna do for the first stitch in the mark is I'm gonna increase, and I'm gonna make 2 double crochets in the first stitch. Always take the exterior of the stitch and of the stitch from the previous row, but we're gonna make it twice in this chain to increase. In the next one you put only 1 double crochet, in the next one you put 2, and you continue like that, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet until you reach the mark of the ending of the round shape. Don't forget to put back your first mark for beginners, just like that, to be aware from where we need to start our increasing. So we continue. I decrease by 2, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, and we continue until we reach this mark of the round shape. Now I finished my increasing. Start with 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2, 1, and I need to finish with 2 in the last one to make sure that my increase is correct. Always from the exterior take the 2 stitches. That's 1 and that's 2, and put back your mark so you don't forget. And then you continue with simple double crochets. Continue with 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way in this row. Now I finished my row of double crochets. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna make 1 simple crochet in the first stitch, and then I'm gonna continue the row with half double crochets, but from the interior, normal entry. Like I said, a half double crochet is an unfinished double crochet. You put your yarn through the hook one time and you put it in the stitch, and then you pull through all the 3 loops. I'm gonna repeat it for you. Pull your yarn, put it in the chain, and then you pull through all at once. This is an unfinished double crochet, or we can call it a half double crochet. So go ahead until you reach the mark there, 1 half double crochet in each stitch. And then we're gonna increase, because we need to increase for the round shape. You're gonna make 2 half double crochets in the first one, and then 1 half double crochet, 1 half double crochet, 2 half double crochets, 1 half, 1 half, and then you go back to the 1 half double crochet pattern. So I'm gonna do it again. You do 1 half double crochet until you reach this mark. When you reach it, you make 2 half double crochets in the first, then you do 1 half double crochet, 1 half double crochet, and you continue like that until the second mark, and then you continue with 1 half double crochets. Now I finished all my work. I'm gonna chain 1, simple crochet, and this row is gonna be with simple crochets only, normal simple crochets, and we're gonna do the same. You continue like that until you reach the mark, and at the mark you start the increasing. You make 2 simple crochets, and then you make 1 simple crochet, 1 simple crochet, 1 simple crochet, and then 2 simple crochets in the same chain, and then 1 1 1 1. So the pattern for the round shape is gonna be 2 simple crochets, 1 1 1, 2 simple crochets, 1 1 1, like that until you reach the end of the mark of the round shape, and then you go back to make 1 simple crochet on each chain for the rest of the line. So go ahead and I will meet you there. Now I finished my work with 1 simple crochets. Like you see, start to increase, and now I'm gonna chain 1, and then in this time you're gonna go back to the pattern of 1 half simple crochet, 1 half double crochet, and then the slip stitch in the next one. So I'm gonna start here with 1 simple crochet first, and then from the exterior you take the exterior, like I said. Here you're gonna repeat the pattern of this round shapes, and unfinished simple crochet, and then an unfinished double crochet, pull through your yarn, and then in the next stitch, always from the exterior, you make your slip stitch. So this is the pattern for the bumpy shapes, like we did earlier. So you continue this shape until you reach the mark. Do it again. 1, and unfinished simple crochet, 1, and unfinished double crochet, pull through all of the hooks of the loops, sorry, in one time, and then in the next chain put your slip stitch. So continue like that all the way down until you reach, like usual, the mark there, and I will meet you there. Now I reach the mark, like you see here. The first stitch of the round shape, I'm gonna make the pattern of 1 unfinished simple crochet, 1 unfinished double crochet, pull through, and then you need to make your slip stitch always in the same chain. This is how we ensure the increasing. And then in the next 4 stitches you make the same the old pattern of 1 unfinished simple crochet, 1 unfinished double crochet in 1 stitch, and then in the next stitch you make your slip stitch. So we pull through, and then in you go to the next stitch and you make your slip stitch. You need to do 1 more for the next 2 stitches. 1 unfinished simple crochet, 1 unfinished 1 unfinished double crochet, pull through, and then you go to the next chain and you make your slip stitch. So this is gonna be the pattern for this round shape. The first one, you make all the work in the same chain, and the next 2 make the old pattern. This is how we're gonna ensure the increasing. So you need to go and repeat this until you reach the second mark, and then you go back to the old pattern. Now I need to make an increase, and making the increase, it means doing all the work in the same chain. Like you see here, I go back to the same chain and I make my slip stitch. So go ahead, 1 increasing and 2 normal, 1 increasing and 2 normal until you reach the other mark. This is increasing, so you need after that to make 2 normal, and like that until you reach this mark, and then you continue with the old pattern. And so you need to go there, and I will meet you when you finish. Now I finished this pattern, and like you see, is lovely, gorgeous pattern, so nice and easy to make. Chain 1, turn your work. In the first stitch, I'm gonna make a simple crochet, and then I'm gonna start the pattern of from the exterior of half double crochets like we did in the previous rows. I'm gonna take from the exterior the stitch from this row and from the previous row, at once, and then I need to pull through like I see here and pull through my yarn. So go ahead, take your yarn, pull it through the stitch from the exterior and the stitch from the previous row like you see here, like we did previously, and then take your hook and pull and make your half double crochets, and you need to continue like that all the way. When you reach the mark, like usual, you make your decreasing. In the first stitch you're gonna make 2 half double crochets, and then you're gonna make 5 normal double crochet, means 2 half double crochets in the first one, and then 1 half, 1 half, 1 half, 1 half, 1 half, 5 times, and then you're gonna make 2 half double crochets in the same chain, and then 1 1 1 1 1 1 5. So in this first one I repeat 2 half double crochets, and then 1 half, 1 half, 1 half, 1 half, 1 half, and then you increase 2 half double crochets in the same chain, and then 5 half double crochets, 1 in each chain, just to ensure the increase until you reach the final mark, and then you go back to the old pattern of 1 half double crochet always from the exterior, and you finish the work of all this row. And I'm gonna repeat it. In this mark you increase by 2, and then you make 5 normal, and then you increase 2, and then you make 5 normal until you reach the mark, and then you go back to 1 half double crochet on each chain. And then in the next one you're gonna do the same work, but in the mark you increase by 2, and then you make 6. So now I made 2 rows of the half double crochet. Like I said, the first one you start with 1 half double crochet until you reach the mark, and then you increase by 2, you make 5 normal, 2 5 normal, you go back to the second mark and you go to 1 half double crochet until you finish. For the second row, always 1 half double crochet, but at the mark you increase by 2, and then you make 6 normal, increase by 2 and 6 normal, and then you go back to the normal one. Now I arrived here. I'm gonna make the final stitch. It's gonna be simple crochets, 1 row of simple crochets, normal simple crochet, and you go like that until you reach the mark, and at the mark you make your increasing. You remember we did 2 half double crochets, we make 5 normal, and then in the second row 2 half double crochets, and we made 6 normal, but in this row we make 2 simple crochets and we make 7 normal. 7, when I say normal, mean 1 simple crochet on each stitch, and then you make 2 simple crochet in the same chain. That's only for the round shape, and then you go back to 1 simple crochet in each chain, and like that we finish the work on this part. Now I finished all my work here, and after I finished my work I made a simple crochet for this last line, to give him nicer look. This is what is going to look later, but not before adding the sides. And for the sides, you need to make 2 sides, of course, but for each one you're gonna do the same work. Chain 6, and from there you're gonna make 22 rows of simple crochets. So I'm gonna make this row of simple crochet with you. One simple crochet on each chain. And like I said, for the bag, maybe it be confusing because there's a lot of new techniques or new, but don't worry, repeat it, and if you take notes, you can make it clearer for you, and I'm sure you're gonna have, it's easy to make, it's not nothing like genius on it, and you're gonna have a nice result. So here I finished my simple crochet row. Like I said, you need 22 rows of them, and then you need to make another side. So I need now chain 1, and I make another row of simple crochets, and like that. So this bag, you can make it of any type of thread with any number of hooks. It's up to you what you want it, bigger, smaller, softer, it's up to you. Just follow the instructions and the numbers and you're gonna get it. So here I have 2 rows of simple crochet, and you need to continue 20 more. So I need 22 rows of simple crochet for each side, and make 2 of them. So go ahead and make your 2 sides. Now I have my 2 sides. I'm gonna show you how we're gonna attach them to the purse. You take the straight side and you put your marks to make sure that you put them straight, and here you count 6 stitches and you put your mark. And now, because you're gonna need them together, you can crochet them together, with simple chains or with simple crochets with your hook, or you can do like I'm doing here with a needle, and you knit them together. Just make sure the stitches are matching, and you start attaching the sides from the interior, of course, and you simply knit them together. And this is gonna be your work for this side and the other side. And once you attach them, you're gonna see your gorgeous result of your work. It's gonna be beautiful, nice, and you're gonna feel accomplishment. And you're gonna be really proud of yourself. So go ahead and attach your 2 sides. Now I attach them. I hope you like my work. You can add any chain